everyone, my name is NewFlowerGirl, but you can call me Demi, and welcome back to another video. This one should have been last week, but I didn't have enough time as I explained last week. So now we're doing it here today. I know it's after the Italian Grand Prix, so my calculation, so the standings aren't as accurate, and also like some of the current grid isn't accurate. But I will get to that like next time when it is the end of September. I'm very confused right now. I have to do lots of maths to get everything correct. Basically, for the drivers who finished in the finished top 10 in the Italian Grand Prix, I had to recalculate their points to make sure that everything would be alright. But anyway, let's go. What we're going to talk about? Well, we're going to be talking about the hottest news during the summer break, which is mostly driver signings. In fact, it is only driver signings. The current driver listing of 2025. I'm going to go over and see what happened in the FIA Formula 1 Heineken Dutch Grand Prix, which was the only race we had in August. I know the Italian Grand Prix is like first 2 days on August, but it counts for the race days. So yeah, I have a couple of photos to share. One of them is to show what happens during one of the practice sessions, and one of them is just really cool, in my opinion. It's just a nice shot. Current driver standings. Current constructor standings, they aren't accurate as of today, but as of last week. And where to next? The hottest news. We have a new rookie on the field. Ollie Bearman on July 4th, my sister's birthday, had signed with Haas for 2025. I am very excited to see what he's doing. If he already does so many. He already did show us some great things in a Ferrari. Who knows what he's going to do with Haas. And then we found out who his teammate is going to be. Just like near the end of July, on July 25th, Esteban Ocon signed with Haas as well. And that meant that Haas was complete. Ocon wasn't out for the season. And then we have confirmation that Carlos Sainz Jr. was going to go to Williams, which was only a couple of days later. I'm taking this just of the news articles. And then we found who the new Alpine driver was going to be, which meant that we are going to have 2 rookies. We actually technically are going to have 3 rookies, but I will get to that in a bit. Jack Doohan to race for Alpine in 2025, next to Pierre Gasly. And now let's go and take a look at the current grid. So Red Bull haven't changed, might change soon or later if Perez doesn't improve. But we have Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez. For Ferrari, we have Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton. McLaren, Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri, still the youngest drivers, the youngest team, average on grid. One of them is 22, the other one is 24. So yeah, they're young. Mercedes, George Russell and question marks. Well, if you go onto the F1 page right now, you will see that Andrea Kimi Antonelli had signed with Mercedes. To me that's too soon, but for now I'm just going to put it as question marks because this is supposed to be from before the Italian Grand Prix. Yeah, so keep that in mind. Aston Martin, Fernando Alonso and Lance Stroll, not changed, to be honest. With VCARB, we do not know who's going to be driving next to Yuki Tsunoda yet next year. It could be Liam Lawson, who I'm actually kind of rooting for, but I would also feel bad for Daniel Ricciardo if he doesn't get a seat next year. With Haas, we have Ollie Behrman and Esteban Ocon. With Alpine, we have Pierre Gasly and Jack Doohan. And with Williams, we have Alex Albon and Carlos Sainz. I think I did miss one of them out there, which was Audi. I missed one. Yeah, I missed Audi. Audi is going to be on in 2025. And I believe Nico Hulkenberg is going to there. And the other driver is still unconfirmed. So, yeah. Anyway, you saw the beautiful track of Zandvoort. Mind you, this is the new layout that was designed in when it was announced to be on the calendar. You can look up the old layout, which is in my opinion way better because there's like a whole bit like. Let me pull up the book so I can get it right. I actually have a book about the whole history of Zandvoort. Let me see. Where is it? I can't find it in my closet of books. Should be it. I legit can't find it. It's too dark in my room. One sec. Need to get my torch on. There it is. It was hiding. So in the back of this book. So basically, let me tell you how it looks, like the old track looks. So we have Tarzan, Gerlach, Hugenholz, Hunsrück, Slotenmaker, Schrijfvlak, which is the European most beautiful turn. Let me tell you that. And then here we have Masters. Yeah. So basically, the original circuit goes all the way here to like Tunnel East, then Forest Inn, wait, it goes like all the way like this. And then right here at Arie Luijendijk, it connects, which is actually a very nice combo, like slanted. And then they added some like chicanes. They added chicane like over here, if you can get what I mean, which is the Marlborough corner, and also like near Forest Inn, which would have been over here. Panorama. So yeah, that's how the original track was supposed to be. I mean, if you don't get my visualization, you guys can look it up on Google. To me, I would have preferred maybe the old track if it was like to be high speed. But like this track, it's pretty nice, to be honest. I mean, you have it doesn't have a lot of overtake opportunities, but like here is a nice one. In Formula 2, I believe, no, not Formula 2. They didn't race there this weekend. We had Formula 1 Academy and Porsche Super Cup. Here's an overtake opportunity. I mean, if you have a nice slip, a nice toe, you can do it like over here. You could perhaps do it here in Schijfvlak, but it's risky. And perhaps like here, if the other driver has like a really bad launch out of turn 12. But anyway, the event that all the Dutch people have been waiting for, the biggest party in the entire year, the Formula 1 Heineken Dutch Grand Prix. I so want to go there, but we can't. Logan Sargent had a massive shunt in FP3. It was raining, basically, all Friday morning and Saturday morning there in Zandvoort. Message. I reconnected my phone to my charge, to my PC, so yeah, now you know what phone I have. But yeah, he had a massive crash coming out of this one. He basically smacked into the wall, like right here. Basically, it was wet, and to me, the number one rule with wet conditions during racing is you stay off painted lines, curbstones, and apparently also grass. Because that's what sent him into a spin, into turn 4, yeeted himself into the barriers. Barriers needed to be repaired, and I don't think it counts as like a actual long red flag, because if it was counted as one, I would have had bingo right now, but I don't. I think like a long red flag should be like at least an hour, like between 45 and an hour, and this one was like between half an hour and 45 minutes. But yeah, they needed to repair the whole barrier. The car was even on fire. During qualifying, Lewis Hamilton impeded on Perez, which was basically turn 10. Yeah, going into turn 10, no, turn 9 even. Going into turn 9. Lewis Hamilton was on the racing line. To be honest, he didn't actually have somewhere else to go, but he could have just floored it a little bit to make sure that he was off of the racing line. Like, made sure that he was in like between 10 and 11, or on like the outside of 10, or like somewhere between 9 and 10. But sometimes it's difficult, and he got a 3-place grid penalty for that as well. Alex Albon got disqualified from quality because they had a new floor, and it was a teeny tiny bit too big, which was sad. Norris got pole, which was a surprise. The entire crowd just started to die down because Max was on pole for like a few seconds, and then Norris got pole, and then everyone just... Then you basically only heard the McLaren fans. On Sunday, we heard that it was Max's 200th Grand Prix. Yeah. That is a lot. There were no red flags, unlike last year. Unlike last year, there was just a red flag because of both rain and a crash that happened into Tarzan. There were also no retirements, which was good. I mean, to be honest, how many races did we have in the entire history where there were no retirements? Just a couple of yellows, maybe no yellows even. Right? How many of those did we have? There wasn't even a virtual safety car or a normal safety car. There was just nothing. Just a couple of local yellows, and that was it. Also, local yellow weather reports. Because the wind was so bad. It was so bad, guys. I mean, that the whole week I struggled with work because of the wind. Luckily, no mail flew away. Lance Stroll got a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, you're maximizing it, but then again, I don't really like him. But it wasn't my call to make. But yeah, it is dangerous to be speeding in the pit lane, because lots of people are in there. Lando Norris got his second win of the season. He got driver of the day and fastest lap, which is, I believe, called a hat trick. It was good. I mean, yeah. To be honest, I wasn't too happy about it because I wanted Max to win, but then again, like, I'm still a McLaren fan though. So I had mixed feelings after that. But other than that, Max Verstappen got second and Charles Leclerc got third. The McLaren podium streak continues, which is good. I mean, I think I should do something if they have a podium in every single race of this season, outside of like sprint races. If you guys have something for me that I should do when they get a podium in every single race of the season, then let me know in the comments down below. When you get a heart, like send it as a separate comment, okay? Like, don't send it as in like, oh, good video today, I think you should, but just like send a comment of like, good video today, and then have a different comment say like, I think you should do this for one, because then there won't be any confusion. Here are some photos. So the one on the left, actually they're both kind of cool. I mean, it's like an action photo of Logan Sargent. But that is his car after he got out. Yeah, after he got out of his car. The car caught fire. You would think that because it was raining, that the rain would put it out, but no. The rain was stubborn and didn't do it. And then we have a very nice picture of Pierre Gasly during FP3. When it was full wet tires. Or it might have been during FP1. I don't know. All I know is that FP2 was dry. So, let's see how good my maths are. I mean, if any of you guys want to do the maths for me, and like say like in the comments like, oh, this is what happened, then that would be appreciated. So, next after talk there will be a different name on the grid. I will say that already. Because after Zandvoort, the news got dropped that Logan Sargent was kicked out of Williams because he crashes too much. Let's face it. And then Franco Colapinto got assigned the seat for the remaining 9 races. We'll see how he did. I will make a comment on all of his results in those 9 races, because I think it's worth a mention. I mean, since 2001, it's the first ever Argentina driver in Formula 1. But yeah, at the top, nothing really has changed. This is the standings. Ollie Behrman's still standing strong above both Williams drivers and above probably the guy that he's replacing currently. Yeah. To be honest, I still think that it is Verstappen versus McLaren versus Ferrari for the drivers' standings. Hamilton might play a bit, but if only if Perez gets his act right, then I think he will be doing great in the standings at the end of the season. Yeah. I don't really have to comment on the rest. I mean, Kick Sauber still hasn't scored any points. What's going on with them? But by this time last year, they would have already scored points. They were above Haas at that point. What has happened to them? Oh, I had the opportunity to make such a good joke. Whatever. I'll just skip the joke. Only real fans will know what kind of joke I was going to make. And then the current constructors standings. I hope my maths are right. I basically did it with a calculator because I can't do maths at night or in the evenings. So, the constructors championship is also going to be Red Bull, McLaren, Ferrari. And I do think that if Perez doesn't keep up his acts, then I think it's going to be McLaren, Ferrari. Will be good for McLaren because their last Constructors' Championship was like 2012 or something. It was in the time when Lewis Hamilton was still with McLaren, you know. Ferrari, like in the time when in the time before I was 5. So that would be like between I think like 2003 or something would have been the last Ferrari constructors title. If I'm wrong, then let me know in the comments down below. Like I always do. Whenever I'm wrong, comment down below. Yeah, Alpine cursed. Not really. be number 13, only if you believe in such things. But yeah, we just need like a couple more drives to score points, and then everyone has scored points. And now, where to next? This one will have already happened by now. So yeah. And I'm kind of happy with the results, to be honest. He deserved it, the winner. I will go over that when it is time. The Formula 1 Pirelli Gran Premio d'Italia, August 30th and September 1st. Did you guys know that 5 years ago that date was on Friday, Saturday, Sunday? I didn't realize it before, but now I do. I realized it's this Sunday, but like it was insane. Actually, I realized it on Friday when it was like, oh wait, on Saturday it would have been 5 years since Antoine Hubert passed away in that horrifying accident. That was basically my train of thought, and then it was like, wait a second, 5 years ago, September 1st was also on a Sunday. That was crazy. When my mind just thought of that, which is insane. Now we have the Formula 1 Qatar Airways Azerbaijan Grand Prix. September 13th, Friday 13th, oh no, till September 15th. In case you guys have been living under a rock, Azerbaijan has moved from like first 10 races to after the summer break. Because, well, they've shifted the entire thing around. And then my favorite street circuit. I love Singapore street circuit. We are going to get ready for Formula 1 Singapore Airlines Singapore Grand Prix. They really love promoting their own airlines. And that one will be the 20th till the 22nd. And that will be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, then please hit the like button. Also consider subscribing if you don't want to miss any of these videos. Please leave a comment down below for any ideas, what you want me to do if McLaren has a full season worth of podiums. You know, like a podium in every single race except sprint races. I don't count those, really. And let me know if you found any mistakes in this video, like I said before. But that's it from me for now, and I shall see you guys in another video. Goodbye!